Hello, I'm Doug DeWitt, Transfer Paper Product Manager here at Condé Systems, welcoming you to our video vlog regarding TTPPHH Episode 21, LaserMPrints TrimFree IC Dark. Now, in that video, we were saying that the paper is compatible with Ghost and iColor white toner printers. Now, it's also compatible with your Creo and Oki white toner printers as well. And in the video, we detailed the steps that you need to employ if you were working with the Forever Transfer RIP in order to get the best print results out of LaserMPrints TrimFree IC Dark. In this companion blog, we're going to cover the steps that we would recommend as far as setting up your artwork in CAD-Link Digital Factory 10 to mimic the results that you saw in the video. So here we are in the Digital Factory 10 RIP. What we're going to do is first select our paper. When it comes to the setup profile, I would recommend going with the Giotto Parapi CL TrimFree profile. You notice we have a profile for dark, dark with black shirt, dark with holes, dark with stripes. If we select the TrimFree dark profile, this is basically a generic profile. It will allow us to go on any color garment. Make sure you also set your page size. And one adjustment you will need to make, especially if you are working with a Creo or Oki unit, change the media weight from Ultra Heavy 3 to Ultra Heavy 2. Now you can go ahead and bring in your file. If I change the background on this graphic to white, you can see that we're dealing with a full bleed file. So remember, if you want to knock out that black, you can right-click on the job, go to your production plugin, select Knock Me Black Out, and with one click, you can remove the background black from the design. Double-click on the job when you're ready to go into the production. A couple of things you'll need to know. Under Processing Options, under the coverage percentage, if you use the LaserMPrints TrimFree IC, set that coverage to 300 if you plan to go to a dark garment. On this ink removal, if we disable the ink removal, it will be the same effect as screening from printer. At that point, I can rip the file, and I'll show you the raw data so that we can see the effect on the design. If we add black background, which would be our dark t-shirt, that's how the design should look. So let's review the steps again. Make sure you set your page size, and make sure you set your media weight to Ultra Heavy 2. Now you can bring in your file. As you can see here, we've got a preview with a dark background. If I change the background color, you can see where the black has been instantly removed from the graphic. Now we can double click on the job, and remember, go to your processing options, change the coverage to 300 if you plan to work with a black or dark t-shirt. You might also want to set the choke or underbase. And then under ink removal, you can set your frequency, the angle, and the shape. At that point, we rip the file, and we can view the raw data to preview the print. Here's our design against a white backdrop, and you can see the rasterization process. And if we put this design against a dark garment, we should be able to recreate the same effect as with the Forever Transfer RIP. If we go back to our settings and go back to our preset media, if we select TrimFree Dark with either holes or stripe, this is basically going to mimic the micromask within the Forever Transfer RIP. Remember to make sure to set your media and to reset the media weight, Ultra Heavy 2. Now you can bring in your graphic, and there's our graphic. If we change the background color, we can see that this is going to print as a full bleed design. If we wanted to remove that black, because we're going against a black garment, remember, production plugins, Knock Me Black Out, removes the black for you. Now we double click, go into our production queue. Remember, under processing options for dark garments, 300% for our coverage. Set your choke if necessary. Now, since we're doing a line mask here, we can change our frequency, but remember, we want the angle be 90 degrees. So that the lines run vertically, straight up and down. And just to show you, make sure our changes are set. Let me right-click, rip the file, and we can view that raw data where we can see the break pattern in our design. And we can also see how the design will look against a dark fabric, like so. And that's how to set up your art files within the Digital Factory 10 to print to LaserMPrints TrimFree IC Dark. So remember, the important thing to running the LaserMPrints TrimFree IC Dark, if you're using the Digital Factory 10 RIP, is to use the Giotto Parapy TrimFree media types. Those are the ones that are going to give you the best color results. Now remember, if you have a Creo or Oki system, change your media weight from Ultra Heavy 3 to Ultra Heavy 2 within the RIP. At that point, just follow the suggestions we laid out and you should get some great looking designs using the LaserMPrints TrimFree IC Dark. Now, if you have any questions about the techniques that we covered in this vlog, make sure to contact us. You can send an email to saleshelp@condé.com, or you can contact us toll free at 1-800-826-6332. And remember to keep tuning in to Condé TV for more vlogs and episodes of the T-shirt Transfer Paper Power Half Hour. Until then, I'm Doug DeWitt, Transfer Paper Product Manager here at Condé Systems. My time is up, and I thank you for yours.